Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and today we are taking out the Tier 7 Imperial Japanese carrier, the Hiryu. And as always, as I should always do whenever I show off a CV battle, I'm not an excellent CV player, so do keep in mind whenever you're watching me play CV. It's not the best class I play in. I probably have less than 100 battles under my belt playing as CV, so always keep this in mind. But the reason why I picked this battle is take a look at the teams, take a look at the carriers. We have a Ranger and a Hiryu. There is a Dunkirk, Koenig, Kongo, Miyoko, 2 Emeralds, Gade, Fubuki, 2 Fubukis, and Bavoski. On the enemy team, there is a Saipan and a Kaga, the premium versions of these two nations of the same tier. So I found this rather amusing that we have the normal tier 7 carriers and the premium tier 7 carriers on both sides. So they also have a Bayern, 2 Congos, Miyoko, Graspe, Emerald, Gade, Fubuki, Nicholas, and a Kamikaze R. So I just found it rather amusing, and we'll see how this battle comes out. Now, also keep in mind, I'm not an amazing CB player. I just really need to point this out because I really am not. So I have brought out my torpedo planes. I'm sending them out west. And as far as I can tell, especially if you look at the minimap, and whenever you're playing ACV, you're usually going to be using that minimap to kind of tell you where your enemy planes are. Let's see if I can actually take control. There we go. Actually have control. So we can see that the enemy planes are predominantly over here, and there are a lot of fighters around. And my torpedo planes have actually been moving up north, so I'm actually doing the very naughty thing, and something you normally don't do at this tier is going for a CV strike. Yes, I'm going for a CV strike. We do have 2 destroyers and a emerald pushing through A. You can see the enemy team is pushing BC, and here I actually wasn't paying attention, and now I have my fighters fighting 2 squadrons. But I do have my other squadron incoming. And let's see. Yep, there we go. Have it set up to strafe. This is actually a good idea because I'm going to lose his fighter squadron one way or another. So might as well bring in the strafing. And took out both of their squadrons for one of mine. So not a bad idea. Very good thing to keep in mind. So they have just lost 2 squadrons of fighter while I have only just lost 1. So up here, torpedo planes are incoming, and we finally see the enemy Saipan and the Kaga. Now the Saipan, I'm actually a little bit more concerned because the Saipan has tier 9 planes, and American fighter planes are a little bit better than Japanese fighter planes. Not saying that you can't strafe them, but they definitely are a little bit better, especially on one-on-one fights. So I bring actually my torpedo planes down, and I am going for a strike on the Saipan. Looks like the Saipan's not moving. Looks like he is, I believe, possibly starting right now. There is a lot of AA that is currently occurring at the moment. And I am probably going to lose these torpedo planes. But look at this. Not bad. Leaving him about 13.5k. Looks like he is taking some flooding damage. Does look like he has repaired that. And at that time, I'm actually keeping my dive bombers kind of at the rear, trying to keep them away, because obviously look at all these fighter squadrons that are currently chasing my dive bomber or torpedo planes back, and you can see the Kaga's fighters are currently chasing us. They are tier 6 planes. So I am going to see if I can strafe them. I do have my fighter squadron coming in, and I would like to strafe them. I don't know if I can, but the enemy team is actually doing a really good job. They have captured both B and C, and they are actually pushing in quite heavily. There is a Kamikaze R that has pushed all the way south. Currently is being focused on the Miyoko, but at the exact same time, all the way up north, my dive bombers are now coming in, and my focus is going to be currently on this low health Saipan. If I can get some bombs off and possibly cause some fires, that would be nice. Let's see. Let's actually bring that. And I will have to say I'm not particularly amazing with dive bombers, but we do get 2 fires, and he is going to burn for a little while. So dive bombers are going to be coming back. Might lose a few, but that's all right. As long as I can take out that saipan, that will be nice. Now, unfortunately for me, my positioning is not the greatest. I have myself kind of positioned behind this island. It gives me a nice little solid cover, but as you can see, we are currently being detected by the enemy kamikaze R, and it looks like the emerald just took our kill, so that is unfortunate. So in this instance, it was actually a really good idea to actually take out that saipan, because now we have air superiority over the enemy team. And here I make a mistake, as you will see, because I have myself kind of pushing up that way. I think it'd be safe, but there is going to be a naughty little destroyer that's going to be pushing in and causing some issues for me later on. Yes, yeah, you really got to be paying attention to your positioning. As you can see, I'm actually currently trying to deal with bringing out my torpedo planes, bringing them out to take on this Congo, and I'm not paying attention to my movement. This is gonna be kind of an issue for me. Let's see, torpedo planes are inbound, and kind of far drop, but it looks like we are going to get at least 3 and possibly a kill. There we go. Took out the enemy Congo. Very, very nice. And now we have a enemy Fubuki that is pushing in to take on our CVs, myself included. And now I finally realize the situation I am in, and the Fubuki is dropping torpedoes. So can you guess what's going to happen? Now, as these torpedoes are coming in, going to try to maneuver out. I think right now I should have just stopped. Yeah, I think I should have just stopped right here. Instead, I keep reversing. I'm going to eat possibly those 3 torpedoes right there. Yeah, I should have stopped reversing. I should have started pulling forward. So, one little side note is I actually just recently came back from our state fair. I want to get this quickly recorded before getting on, and look at that damage. Dang. Really did a number on myself. The enemy Kaga is pushing out quite heavily. He is running away as quickly as he can. And obviously we are going to try to deal with Fubuki as best as possible. We do have a friendly Gade coming in. And the Gade is half health, and I don't know. I would assume that he would be able to assist, but we'll see. Dive bombers or torpedo planes are back out, and hopefully we can actually get a drop. And I probably should have just dropped on this Fubuki. We do get a fire on this enemy Congo here. Hopefully we'll help take him down. He is currently dealing with a friendly Dunkirk, while a friendly ARP Congo is pushing around, possibly trying to get on the sides. Now our team is definitely doing a really good job taking out the enemy team. Gade is actually does pretty good job against this Fubuki. Just unfortunately, this Fubuki is at least a decent captain. Yeah, we lose our Gade to the Fubuki, but that has given us enough time for the Ranger and myself to actually pull away and actually hopefully get away from this enemy Fubuki. This one nice thing about the friendly USN CV is all those torpedoes. Was very difficult for that Fubuki to actually pull away. But all that's left on the enemy team is a Graspe, the Kaga, which I'm actually very, very surprised that Kaga is still around. Fubuki is trying to run him down. Secondaries are firing on that Fubuki. The Graspe, I don't know what he's doing exactly. But then there's also this poor Emerald. I kind of feel bad for him. Yeah, I'm coming in to drop on this Emerald. Probably, honestly, should have went after the Kaga. Should have helped him with that. But all that's left over here is a friendly of Fubuki, and I'd much rather try to help him out as much as possible. And there's that horrible drop on that emerald. But we do get 2 torpedoes on the emerald and take him out. So that is actually our second kill of the game, which is very, very nice. Something I don't always get. Not particularly amazing with it. So our team won, and the reason why I decided to actually play the Hiryu is because it was having a 200% increase to the XP earned, and so I decided, what the heck, I'll actually try to get it. I really haven't been pushing myself whenever, since I've got up to here. I've only got to a certain point. I'm just like, CV play is not really for me, and there is a very steep learning curve whenever you play CV. So damage wise, 76,408, not bad. I think most of that damage came from the enemy Saipan. Torpedo hits was 10, dive bombing hits was 7. We shot down 15 planes. We destroyed 2 ships, 3 fires, and caused 4 flooding. XP wise was 6,380, so overall not too bad. And we were 5th on the team with a base XP of 1,198, so still not too bad. As I did mention, the most amount of damage we actually caused was against the enemy Saipan. I'm actually very surprised that that strike worked. Something you don't usually see happen all too often and successfully happen. This high tier. Definitely don't recommend it. So overall, not too bad. As far as money wise, got a little bit back, got decent XP, so I'm satisfied with that. Definitely not a game that I will always be showing. I don't really play CV, but still fun to throw down every once in a while. So this is going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijin.